and this energy is to be reported in electron volt. Now this is the expression for energy of electron in nth orbit. Now there are certain basic points that we have to understand. Let us remind ourselves that in the derivation of above expression for energy of the electron in nth orbit, we have made following assumptions. First, gravitational potential energy has been neglected, and for writing potential energy, infinity is taken as zero potential position. Now this is a very crucial point, that for writing electrostatic potential energy, we have taken infinite separation as our reference position, and in this reference position, when the separation is infinite, potential energy, in particular electrostatic potential energy, will be zero. I repeat and stress this point, students, that while going through derivation, we made this assumption, that is, we have neglected gravitational potential energy, and it is fair to neglect gravitational potential energy because it is negligible compared to electrostatic potential energy. And for writing potential energy, infinity has been taken as a reference point where we assign potential energy of system to be zero. We will see in subsequent discussions and numerical problems that in IIT numericals we have tempered with this assumption. Now the second assumption is that nucleus is assumed to be infinitely massive, that is, nucleus is at rest. Now this is also fair to assume because the mass of nucleus is very large compared to mass of electron. So seeing that nucleus is infinitely massive and it is practically at rest is appropriate assumption. Now we move to the second point. The quantity m e to the power 4 divided by 8 epsilon naught square Ch cube is known as Rydberg constant, and we will be denoting it by R, and its value is 1.09 into 10 to the power 7 per meter. Also this expression is important, student, that RHC, that is the product of Rydberg constant, Planck's constant, speed of light is equal to 13.6 electron volt. The third point that we have to take note of it, that total energy is equal to half of potential energy and it is negative of kinetic energy. Students are advised to remember this expression. I repeat again, total energy is equal to half of potential energy and it is negative of kinetic energy. If you just look at the relevant equation, you will find this relationship. Now again, here energy means the mechanical energy we are referring, which is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So for numerical calculation, student, please remember this relation for electron revolving around nucleus. For this system, which we are calling atom, total energy is half of potential energy and it is negative of kinetic energy. Now we move to the fourth point, and let's make calculation for hydrogen atom. Let's put the value of Z is equal to 1. So we get the expression for energy of electron in nth orbit, and that will be equal to minus 13.6 divided by n square. Now when we make calculations for different energy levels, so we find that is the first energy level, which is ground state, E1, we get the value as minus 13.6 electron volt. Similarly, for the second energy level, we get minus 3.4 electron volt, and for the third we get minus 1.51 electron volt, and for the fourth we get minus 0.85 electron volt, and for the fifth we get minus 0.5 electron volt. Similarly, for infinity it will be 0. Now student, it is good that we remember these energy levels. Now these energy levels are also referred as atomic quantum states. Now if we just remember the energy levels up to fifth, it will be sufficient for us, and I tell you, literally the calculation part will be avoided. In general, there is a myth and there is a perception. There is too much calculations involved in modern physics, but I tell you, literally there is no calculation involved in modern physics if we just remember these energy values, because all other values of energies will be integral multiple of these energy values. So if we remember energy values, preferably up to 5th, and it is sufficient even if you remember up to 3rd and 4th, but I recommend that you should remember energy values of hydrogen atom up to 5th level. The other important point is we need to remember certain differences also. The first difference, which is the difference of energy between first and second level, and it is 10.2 electron volt. Similarly, the energy difference between first and third is 12.1 electron volt. So these few values will be helpful while making calculations on problems based on atomic model. I repeat again that for other atoms we need not remember energy values. Just for hydrogen atom, which will be acting as a base for calculation, let's remember these values, and these energy values are also referred as atomic quantum states.